Bissell vacuum cleaners. Welcome back to Pushing Technology to Limit. Today I'm going to be reviewing vacuum cleaners. So in the past we've had Bissell vacuum cleaners, pet vacuums, and they've been a wonderful vacuum. We had ours die this summer, late spring, early summer, and I'm going to show you that vacuum cleaner, this new one, and I got concerns about it. And I'm going to show you our old one. It's been outside for a little bit because it's junk. But the first one we had lasts for a long time. It's been an excellent vacuum cleaner. I'll show you some things that we did not like about it so well compared to liking it. And it's the same way with this new one. There's some things that we like and we don't like. So let me get back to showing you the features of the old one first, and then I'll show you our new one. Alright, so this is our old Bissell vacuum cleaner that we bought from Sears a long time ago. It's been quite a nice vacuum cleaner. One thing we didn't really like about it too well is the fact that it was very loud. But one thing that was nice about it is that if you're going to do your stairs or do a corner of your room and you couldn't use your brushes, you can actually pick this off and take it with you. And then the hose popped off the back and everything else. And so that was nice. And the other thing that was nice about it is that it went all the way down to the floor. So like when you're trying to vacuum underneath something, you could get all the way under it. So all you had to do was just push this and drop it right down to the floor, and it sat right down nicely. And you could just push it along just so. And that was nice. I mean, it worked for years. The other thing that this model had was a power and then a brush switch. I don't think they really needed it. They did get rid of it on the new one that we have now. It does have its little lever here for your carpets. Now I'm going to show you something that wasn't very good about this vacuum cleaner. It was the fact that they had this little place back here for your filter. Well, as you're vacuuming, it was so hot to vacuum with this thing because it was blowing right on you. The other thing that wasn't so nice about this Bissell vacuum cleaner was the fact that it had no place to keep the dirt safe from coming out when you're carrying it. And we still have a little bit from the last time we tried vacuuming with this thing. And the other thing I have to mention about this vacuum cleaner is that it did not have washable filters. So here's your front filter right here. And it was always getting super dirty. But the other thing was nice that it had its cord wrap, and you just wrapped it around. Yeah, the other one's nice, but I'm kind of worrying about how long it's going to take for that little spring job to wear out on us. So the other one is that it is heavy. It is really heavy to lift that thing up and down the stairs or wherever you go. It did have a hose on the back here that you could actually pop out. But the thing that wasn't so nice about that was that you had to lift up on it and release it. So that was hard. So now I'll show you the brand new vacuum cleaner, and there's some likes and dislikes about it as well. So this vacuum cleaner is nice because on the front, all you have to do is pop this off, and you don't even have to worry about your dirt spilling out because it's right here. And there's this little lever right here, and you push that when you're over your garbage can, and then it just flop open and then it releases the dirt. So basically you don't have to worry about your dirt blowing out all over the place. But the only thing that I'm kind of concerned about is what happens if that plastic thing wears off. Then you're going to have another problem because this thing won't stay latched and you'll have dirt falling out all over the place. But one other thing that's nice about this unit is I don't know if you can see it in there. Let's see if I can rotate it around. Okay, so there you can see some of it right there. You can actually see the filter inside this, so you can actually take another part of it off to get at your filter. Alright, so I just opened up the top, so that was that right there. So here's your filter right here, and here's another filter inside there. So the filters are a lot easier to get to on this vacuum cleaner. The only thing that is nice about this unit is that these filters are washable, except for the carbon filter. There's one carbon filter somewheres. Oh, I see it's on the vacuum cleaner. So right here is your carpet adjustment, and that's nice. The other thing that is nice about it is that on the back you don't have to release the vacuum cleaner hose. If you want to do your carpets, you just pull it out, and there you go. And it has a real long hose until I tip it over. So anyways, you can go quite a far with this vacuum cleaner. The only thing that this one doesn't do is that the motor part doesn't come out of the vacuum cleaner where your brushes are. Now, the one thing that's not really good about this vacuum cleaner is that it has this little lever right here, so you can go down with it. I'll have to show you in the front. So it lifts right off the floor. So it doesn't go easily down like the other one did. So the other one was just laying flat on the floor, but this is not fully like on the floor like the other one was. Well, the only way you can do that is if you push this. Well, and that's the hard part for me, is I have a hard time getting it to go down. Well, I guess it doesn't go down any farther. I've tried it. So this one isn't nearly as good because it doesn't go down as far. And my problem is when I'm vacuuming and I just lift up a little bit to get another swing, it locks on me. That is a royal pain. Then I have to come back over here and do it again. So this one isn't, I think the front's a little bit too light. I don't know what the problem is. But this is a lighter vacuum cleaner, because I can pick it up a lot easier than the other one. That other thing was a tank. The other thing that's I don't know if I really like too well is that when you plug it in, let me get it up close here. There's a little on button right here, and it's not a switch. It's one of those temporary connect. And the motor comes right on when you plug it in. So it doesn't do like the other one where it just stays off. This one's on by default. So it kind of made me jump the first time I plugged it in, because not expecting it to come on. Then the other thing I'm kind of concerned about is the cable here. Now, yes, it is nice, because you can just pull it out and the cable stays on the floor. But what happens if the little roller thing in there dies? Well, one thing I've found out is the fact that the heat from the motor comes out this little hole in the side of the vacuum cleaner. Now, one thing I'm kind of concerned about is the cable that's coming out, because it gets quite warm with the heat that comes out of there. I've only had this for probably about a week or so, and it makes me kind of wonder, because when we got this, they had other models that had the regular outside cable on, like the old one had. So basically all you got to do is just push on it and it just goes back in. But what happens when that dies? Then your cable's stuck outside your vacuum cleaner all this time. And there's no other way to get it to wind up on your vacuum cleaner except for it being inside. So this one is a lot quieter than the other one, and lighter. And this is a pet vac, so they're both pet vacs. There are other Bissells out there that are not pet vacs, and I have done some research on the actual vacuum cleaner, and there are several vacuums out there. So the vacuum cleaners that I've looked at, wasn't really this one, but there was another one that I actually found on Amazon. We got this one at Lowe's, and actually there's a little story behind it. Don't think you're really probably all that interested, but I was looking for some parts, and I'll make this short. And my mom went out and looked at vacuum cleaners. So by the time I got back from the other side of the store, she had a vacuum cleaner. So other than that, that's how we got it. And so there's this type where it's a pet vac. Does a really nice job, and I'll show you because we haven't vacuumed for a while, and I'm actually the designated vacuum cleaner guy to run it. And there's other ones out there that you can get, like there's one that we looked at there, and it was a steamer and vacuum cleaner. But the only problem was that it was not a pet vac. Yeah, it steamed your rugs, but then they also had other Bissells out there that were just steamers. Now my feeling about buying a combination unit is basically this, is I would stay away from it. I would buy a rug cleaner just to do the clean your rugs, but then have a vacuum cleaner to vacuum your rugs. And stay away from the combination, because the combination units are going to be lacking somewheres in either vacuuming or steaming your rug. I've never had one, so I really don't know, but I have only read those things on the internet about these Bissells and other makes of vacuum cleaner equipment out there as well, so this isn't the only type I've looked at. The other thing I would stay away from is, if you're planning to go cheap, you're not going to get a good Bissell. I found a Bissell on the internet for 70 bucks, and there's another one for $140, and it's a lot better quality for what you get. That old saying still is there, you get what you pay for. So I'm going to try vacuum cleaning with it for a few minutes and show you how it works, and show you how you empty your bucket and what it does outside. Okay, so let's see how much junk is in the bottom of that thing. So we'll go out and empty it and see how well it works. And I'm going to take my camera out there as well and we'll show you. So as you can see, we got quite a bit of dirt on that first little go around on the carpet. And like I said, I've already cleaned this before, but look at all that stuff. And it picks up a lot of stuff. Now I don't have to worry about it dropping out on the floor because I just have this closed and it remains tight. So I can carry it around with me and nothing leaks out. So here I am getting ready to dump the dirt out of the vacuum cleaner. So let's see if this thing dumps like it should. Well, looks like it does. The only thing that I have found out about this unit, it does not dump everything out. It still leaves some residue in there. Like before with the other one, I could clean it. And there's a little dirt pile of dog hair and other dirt and all that. Well, that concludes our demonstration of the Bissell vacuum cleaner. I have to say goodbye for now because I gotta get back to vacuuming. This has been Pushing Technology to the Limit.